All right. Good afternoon, everyone. So today, I'm really excited about this one for our tech class today. We're going to talk about Homebot. So Homebot is now, full disclosure, this is something that should you choose to use it, you will have to pay for. We'll go over all of that while we're doing it, but it's something I've been using for I'm guessing about a year and a half, maybe right at 2 years now. And I can tell you this year alone, it created four different listing appointments that I probably wouldn't have had if it weren't for this app. So this app actually provides what it does. It kind of provides a home value. It does a lot more than this, but it provides a home value that gets emailed out from me once per month, and it updates the person's home value, kind of like its estimate. It shows whether or not it goes up or down. I'll show you how it all works and everything along those lines. So, like I said, I've had four different people reach out to me who have either A, questioned their value, or B, wanted a CMA. And all four, well, three of the four, excuse me, three of the four have actually either listed their home or in the process and plans of listing their home in the next few months. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and dive into this thing. Let me share my screen and I'll show you a little bit about Homebot. We're going to kick it off with a video from Homebot. Just kind of letting them explain what they do, and then we'll dive in from there. One second here. Where'd my video go? There it is.
Homebot is for loan officers and real estate agents and is designed to keep customers engaged and drive more transactions. Before we dig into what Homebot does, our story really begins with your clients. At retirement, 83% of our wealth comes from real estate. Yet homeowners don't consider their home as an asset, much less a retirement strategy. In fact, homeowners leave billions of dollars of wealth on the table every year. Homebot changes all that. Homebot delivers a personalized, up-to-the-minute home value and financial strategy to your client's inbox every month that creates instant engagement. Homebot is in your brand, so when they receive this information, it's as though it were coming directly from you, their lender. And it's automated. Once you upload your list, your monthly marketing campaigns begin. You simply set it and forget it. Homebot sparks the conversation, educating your clients around refinancing, principal payments, buying the next dream home. It's keeping your clients in touch with you when they start having questions. It's not just for your existing clients. Your prospects will use Homebot to understand purchasing power and explore new markets or investment opportunities. Meaning Homebot is not only a client engagement platform, but also works great for generating new leads and referrals. Homebot communicates with millions of consumers every month, and they are addicted. Email open rates are over 75%, and hundreds of leads are generated every month. At the end of the day, Homebot is here to empower homeowners and prospective buyers by helping them make smart home decisions and build wealth.
All right, so that's just a little bit about Homebot. Like I said, it is a paid service, so I did want to show this. This is current as of today, which of course is September the 18th. There's basically three different plans. Now, what I recommend for everybody is a partner plan. That's what I use. So where I partner with a lender, the lender does show up on here, but when you partner with a lender, it only costs $25 a month, and you get up to 500 clients. So you can have basically 500 people receiving this email. And then each additional 500, so once you get to 501 to 1,000, that's an additional $10 per 500. There is a $50 setup fee that gets charged the first month. For some reason, I think I was able to get this waived just through talking to them, but double check on that. But when you go with the agent partner, not only is it cheaper, because you can see you can go straight agent, like just you, no lender partner, and it costs you $50 a month. However, you get a couple extra things when you partner with a lender, and that is you get to add clients as buyers, which of course will also send that information to the lender, allow them to do a home search, and then you get video and email messaging on different topics. And they even tell you kind of they don't give you the script, but they tell you what to make the videos about. And then, of course, there's a growth plan inside of here. I'll be honest, I've never really messed with it, so I can't speak to it too much. But just know that it allows you to do all of the things that we just talked about, but adds in multiple landing pages, as well as gives you kind of some administrative stuff without having to partner with a lender. You can also do all the buyer things as well. So that's a little bit about the cost inside of it. Again, it's not a free service. However, like I said, it's probably the biggest bang for your buck that I found in real estate in a really long time. But let's talk about what it does, how it does it, kind of what I use it for, and then we'll go from there. So let me get logged in. And first and foremost, they have recently just updated their homepage. Once it loads here, I'll show you that. Okay. So you can see it gives you kind of a 30-day performance. This is real-time data. I have 416 clients in there, so I'm under the 500 threshold. And I do try to keep it under 500 if I'm being honest. Like, I'll remove out old people who aren't interacting and things along those lines. You can go back and click See All, and it'll actually show you all of your clients. It'll even tell you, like there's 106 people who may not be getting the email. So if I click on this person, for example, they've unsubscribed. So once somebody has unsubscribed, you can remove them from your account. That way they don't count towards your total amount that you have in regards to the 500 amount. So you can also have incomplete lists. So if we look at this person, I don't even know who that is, but they don't even have a home attached to it, which is why they're not getting any information on. So again, I don't know why that person's even in there, but hey, just like y'all, I make mistakes every once in a while too, I guess. I actually make mistakes all the time, I'm being honest. So 12 clients don't have a home value. You can kind of scroll through and see some of these things. But what I really wanted to focus on is the overall functionality and what your clients get. Oh, I do want to say this. You can see here, most recently sent 201 out. They are accurate. 76% of people open. As you see, out of the 201 that I've sent most recently, 152 have answered. Even more powerful than that, 19% or 38 have clicked something, meaning that they've opened it up and things along those lines. So when we set this up, just to kind of show you, let me go into my clients. I believe I have myself as a client in here. And it's really easy to set up. I'll show you that part of it too. But first I want to show you kind of what they get. So this is the homeowner. Oh, I got an old email. I was wondering why I haven't seen this in a while. Let me fix that real quick. Okay. So in here is the homeowner review. And you can see when they look at the report, different things along those lines. Obviously, I had the wrong email in mine, or an old email, I should say, not the wrong email. So it doesn't show a lot of activity. I'll show you what activities look like here in a little bit. But inside of here, you can also view kind of what that looks like meaning like what email they get and what it looks like. So I'm going to click this. This is if they were to open the email, and I'll actually pull up a Homebot email for you real quick. I think I have an old one. Let me check. By the way, here's an example of somebody who wanted to verify the CMA. So just proof that it does work, and somebody did request a CMA through Homebot. I was hoping I could find an actual email. Give me 1 second. Here you go. So this is what it looks like when your client gets the email. So you can see they have the home value. They do have to click the button to get the home value. That's what engages and gets the clicks as well as some other information inside of here. Now, when they actually click it, this is what they're going to see, and it's going to say, all of your contact information from you as the real estate agent, what their home value is. And you can see that my home value apparently has changed by 11%. And you can click off this. It'll actually show the values. It's kind of strange. Mine did really jump down a lot. So we'll look into that. But one of the cool things is it shows the value. It shows whether or not it's going up and down. Most importantly, it shows over time. It also gives them a market update. So if you click on this, it kind of gives some information on, is it easier to buy or easier to sell? How many homes have sold in the market, what the average stats are of those homes, and a couple other really neat little pieces of information. But also, it says that the net worth of the home to you is 294,000. So this is if you sold today, how much would you put in your pocket? Now, the great thing about this is you can actually enter in loan information. So if I were to put in, well, it won't let me do it from here. But when I'm in the actual email, I can actually add a loan. Oh, here it is. Sorry, I just told you the wrong amount. So if we had, let's just say we owe 200,000 on this, my interest rate, we'll just say it's 5%. Actually, let's do a bigger interest rate. Let's do 6%. 30-year fixed. Hit save. Oh, hold on. I meant to put the previous year. Let's say I got the loan in 2021. I'll give you kind of what a real consumer would be looking at. All right, so we got that. Loan has been updated. So now that I've done that, it shows my value. It shows what the net worth of the home is to you. So for me, if I were to sell my home based on that information I just plugged in, I would get $101,000. Kind of explains how it comes about that number. It also gives you recently sold in 42303. Not that that really matters. But also how much have you paid? So I can keep track of, in this situation, how much is paid towards principal, how much is paid towards interest. It also tells me, how over 30 years, how much I'm going to pay in interest. And then I love this part of it. My clients love this. I've talked to them about it. Is if you pay just X number more each month, how much do you save and how fast does it pay it off? So, I had a conversation with somebody the other day and they're paying an extra 200 towards a month and they're going to pay their house off 8 years early. So it gives them great information. Also gives you great information to be able to communicate to your clients. And then also, if they were to refinance right now, what would happen? So if I refinanced at today's rate, and it does plug in today's rates, then long term, like how much money would it cost me? You can see it wouldn't be a good idea because I've already paid some down, things like that. But if I went to a 15-year fixed, it would save me $20,000, but my payment might go up by $400. So it gives you different scenarios in terms of what they can do in regards to their home. It also gives them, if they buy a new home, what's their purchasing power. If they were to buy an investment property, sell and pocket the cash, this is after realtor fees and everything, or if they were to rent their house and buy another home as well. And then a few more pieces of data, but that's the main things that I wanted to show you and what's so powerful about this, because it just keeps them up to date. It leads to conversations. The other thing they can do is they can tune the value. So if I click tune value and I'm like, hey, I think my house is worth, I actually think my house is probably worth about 315. It's not letting me go there on the scale. So let me go ahead and just plug that in. Hit continue. It's going to verify I have 3 bedrooms. I have 2 full baths. All of that is correct. My house is actually 1,812 square feet. Let's see. We got remodeled kitchen, new doors. Oh, I didn't do windows. Garage exterior. I'm just plugging in a couple of newer things that we've done. Okay, so now my home value is 309,000 is what they're saying my home value is. And if I click update report, at the same time when I do this, and it might take just a second, it isn't in yet, but here in a second, it'll send me an email and says, hey, Matt's just tuned their value. I can also request a CMA directly through the website, things along those lines. And obviously everything updates when we go inside of here. But what's really beautiful about this is it does so much of the work for you. So what I mean by that is if I go to let me go back to the homepage 1 second. I'm gonna show you how easy it is to put somebody in. Let's just say, so two things I use this for. Number one, past clients, the second we close, they're going inside of Homebot for sure. But also my sphere of influence, my pipeline, if you will. Anybody who owns a home is kind of the way I'm looking at this. If they own a home, I'm putting them inside of here. So, and to add them is super easy. I'll show you exactly what I do. So I'm going to come in and go to add clients. We're going to put in first name. I'll put Jen in. And here by Jennifer Black. Oops. At gmail.com. You're going to click homeowner. And then obviously, if they speak Spanish, you can click that as well. And then home address. It's not going to let me do mine again. So 6668. I'm going to put it in one of my friend's house. 42303. And then you can put in the sold price. Like I'm just going to make some data up real quick and then I'll delete this out. Put in what date that they sold. So let's say they just closed on their house. You can put in appraisal date. This is kind of what you think the value is if you don't have a recent sale. So for example, if you're just adding somebody that you know, instead of putting in the sold date, we're going to come in here, and if I just know it's worth 350, I'm going to put that on this side. If you can add a borrower, that is if two people bought the house together, you can have basically two people and two different emails. This go out to 2, 3, 4, bunch of different people for everybody who owns the home. So wife, significant other, so on and so forth. And then if you have this, and this is really important for your recent closings, put in the loan data, because you could come in and say, let's say I just closed it. Well, I have the closing statement, so I'll know that they financed, let's just say 305,000. Let's say that they closed on it. We'll just go back 1 year just so you can kind of see what that looks like. We'll just say July. Their interest rate, I can plug that in because obviously I'm going to know that. Conventional, fixed year, if they have any PMI, you add all of this stuff in, and then click upload. Oh, sorry, and to hit no borrower. God, I can't talk today. Already exists for this customer. I already have that person in. So 65. I'm trying to think of somebody else's address. Let me see if that's an address. Oh, well, I already have everybody in. Here we go. Let's do something else. Here we go. Let's do 1144 Avondale. We'll do one of my rental properties. It's going to upload. That will take just a second. So it's uploaded. Now, here's the thing. When you upload them, click here. So you can see where it says click here. You want to do that. And here's the reason. If you haven't put in all of that data, and you can see I have also just a side note, you can see I have a little typo in the email. It told me that and said, hey, there's something weird going on here. But once you put that in, you can view the client report, and it's going to plug in the data that I already have in here. Now, if it didn't have the data, let's say we put this in and I didn't put the sales, or I didn't put what my opinion of the value is, it's going to just use analytics kind of like a Zestimate, and pull what the data of that value is. Then at that point, you can make sure it matches before this gets sent out. So that is one thing that you're going to want to do. Go into this, look at the value. Let's just say that, this home's probably worth like 175. Let's just say that it pulled in 150. Well, I can come in and tune the value, and you can see here, it dropped me right around where it said it was going to be. So I'm just going to hit continue. It is 3 bedrooms, 1 bath. That square footage is probably about right. I don't know what all we've done with it, so I'm just going to hit OK, and then view updated report. So you can see now it's confirmed. Now, a couple of things I do. I'll get on, all the estimated sites, the Zillows, the Realtor.coms, anything else that we do. I also run a quick CMA through Paragon because it only takes like 5 minutes. And I take all of that data, and if I'm not familiar with the home, I'm at least getting it in the ballpark. And then here's the key behind all of this, how you use it to grow your business at the highest level possible. The second you finish this up, you give them a call and you say, in this case, hey, Jen, it's Matt. I was just reaching out because I wanted to let you know about a new service I have. It's called Homebot, and it's actually going to start sending you monthly estimates of your value so that you always know what your home's worth. But beyond that, you can put in your loan data. Just say I didn't have it. You can put in your loan data, and it'll actually keep track of how much equity you have as well. So I just want you to know that that's going to be coming. The first value may be a little off. So when you open that email, if the number seems weird to you, you're going to have a tune value button right below it. I want you to click that and just update any information that you have inside of there. I'll get that notification, then I'll come in and verify your info from there. And as always, if you ever have any questions related to real estate, if there's anything I can do to help you, please don't hesitate to reach out. Like, that's generally my spill, almost word for word, every single time that I send this out. And it just, again, it's all about staying in front of your people. It's all about staying top of mind. And it's all about coming from contribution in the sense of it's going to give them the information they need in order to be successful. So let's go back to, let me go back to my homepage. I probably need to delete that client out before I forget. Let me do that. Jen's going to be getting emails like, what is Matt doing? All right, so a couple other things inside of here real quick. Videos. you can actually create videos, and it'll tell you what videos to create. So you can do a homeowner intro video. I've done that one, and it just basically says the exact spill that I gave you just in a video form. And this gets sent out to the consumer that when you sign them up. So again, if they don't answer your call or whatever, it's just a little introduction of what are you doing. And then they tell you all kinds of different other videos that you can use, and all of your clients will have access to this. Not only does it tell you the video, so if your market's in high demand, let's actually use a different one right now. So if your market's balanced, which is kind of where we're at, balanced to cool, then you can educate your clients about what a balanced market could mean for them. And you can go in, obviously, I use ChatGPT, I'm not gonna lie. I use ChatGPT, kind of have it help me create a script, and then I come in and record a new video, and I do new videos on this about once a quarter. At least I try to. I'm not always perfect on it. You can see this one's over a year old because it's just introduction, so I don't really need to change that too much. But these are the things, and you can obviously do a lot of other stuff inside of here, but those are the main key points that I wanted to kind of go over today, and give you just another tool outside of command and everything else that we use that can help you, win more business and be able to do more business by coming from value and keeping your clients updated. So as always, we'll have this recording posted on YouTube. We'll have it sent out as well. And if you have any questions or you want any help setting it up, don't hesitate to reach out and I'll be glad to help you. In the meantime, does anybody who's watching live have any questions or want me to go over anything inside this website? Okay, awesome. Well, if you have it, again, I encourage everybody to at least check it out. Whether or not you decide to use it, of course, is up to you. But if you need any help, don't hesitate to reach out and we'll get this recording out to you soon. Thanks, y'all.